sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash that subscribe button, turn your notification on so you are notified each time I upload, and please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all so much, and I am saying a very big shout out to you all for all the love and support you all give me here. You are super sweet. Thank you so much. So today I don't even know where to start from, because sometimes I feel like it's just mad. I mean, it's kind of crazy how people wake up to talk, say some nasty things about people and think it's okay. And I don't even know, but it's mad that I am going to sit down and start talking about Asian women, or start talking about I don't know, but I find it very nasty and disgusting, just having to talk about people in general. And it's about a white lady who actually said that racial preference is racist, right? And she said she made her point that her boyfriend once said that he can never date a black woman because of her hair and her skin. And she said that he actually said it aggressively, when people say something and they meant it. I mean, they are talking about it in a disgusting way and all that. And I am not even bashing the lady, because she is strong enough to come out to speak, say something like this, because it's not everybody, that shows that she is probably not ready to the season and all that. But then, how do you all do things like this? Because I do not understand it. Make it make sense, because it is not making sense at all. Really, it's disgusting. I mean, I am not asking for much. All I am asking is, you all know how, just give black people a break. Enough is enough. And stop saying some bull crap about us. We don't care. Just give us a break. I am just rolling this clip. We'll come back to talk about it. Let me know what you're thinking in the comment section. So here we go.
Drop a hot take. Okay, racial preference is racist. I was recently dating a guy, and he expressed very aggressively that he would not have intercourse with a black woman because of their hair and skin. And he defended it as it being preference, but really, it's flat out racism. He would not have intercourse with a black woman because of their hair and skin.
It is extremely exhausting and mentally draining to constantly have to be society's think piece. Everybody has something to say about black women. You can tell me if I'm alone in this, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. And there's absolutely no hate directed to the person who answered the question that they were being asked on the street. We just can't catch a break. We really can't catch a break. And it's extremely exhausting to consistently have to just, I can't even scroll through my For You page in peace without hearing something about black women. Another thing I'm kind of sick of seeing, again, no hate directed to the person who answered this question. This is just a general statement. You don't get a badge of honor for liking black women. You don't get a gold star. It's not a social marker for whether or not you're a good person. You're either racist or you're not. It's really that simple.
Drop a hot take. Okay, racial preference is racist.
To the people who don't think that having racial preference is racist, I'm going to break it down two ways. Your preference either relies on social aspects of the group in question or the physical aspect. All social aspects are rooted in racism. If you don't date black women because they're loud, or black guys because they are aggressive, or alternatively, if you do date them for insert stereotype here, it's fetishizing, which makes it racist. Then if it's physical, then it's really easy to break that down. Literally just give it a second thought. If you don't find black skin attractive, that's racist. There's nothing about brown skin that is inherently ugly. If you prefer light skin or white skin simply because it is not brown skin, that's racist. Apply the same racial preferences y'all put in dating into anything else. If you went to a job and they said, I prefer white skin, I don't hate black people, I just prefer white skin, that's discrimination. I also don't believe that you should force anyone to date you. If someone says they don't date black people, you are automatically unattractive to me. So I'm not fighting nobody. I don't like when people make videos trying to fight for the right to convince racists to date them. I'm not talking about that. But I cannot comprehend why this is so hard. What about someone's race is not your preference. Usually the argument just ends in, oh, I don't like it. Yeah, because you're racist. It doesn't make you a Klansman. It means you just hold on and ascribe to certain racist ideologies that have trickled down in our society. But you're too uncomfortable unpacking that, so you'd rather just say it's a preference because you can stop the conversation there. But by saying it's a preference, you're acknowledging that you prefer white people. Now, I think there's lots of valid reasons why someone would not want to date outside of their culture. I think there are valid reasons for Black people to not want to date outside their race. However, usually when I hear Black people talk about why they don't want to date outside their race, it's never, oh, white skin is repulsive. It's usually cultural, social, and historical reasons. I've only heard white people say they don't want to date outside of their race because they find Black features ugly, which is fucking weird.
Drop a hot take.
Okay, racial preference is racist. I was recently.
This is something I'm never going to shut up about because I used to try to argue the opposite, but that is just blatantly untrue. There is a difference between preference and deal breakers. For example of a preference, that would be like me saying I typically only like to date people over 5'10", but then you see the next partner I bring around is 5'4". I prefer to date people that are 5'10" or that look like this or that do this, but I will still date somebody that is not. An example of a deal breaker would be, I will not date someone who voted for Trump. Period. I don't care. I will not date that person. I don't care where you've come from, how far you've come. I will not date that person based off of that. Deal breaker. And if your deal breakers are over someone's race and ethnicity, the only exception for that is BIPOC people choosing to date within their own race. Outside of that, that is racist.
And he defended it as it being preference, but really, it's flat out racism.
Quite literally, I'm about to say something that's gonna piss everyone off. Whether it's the asshole that says he will never date a Black woman, or it's the asshole that says he loves Black women, you know the difference between both of those men? Nothing. They're both bigoted and racist, because I've received both ends of it. I've literally had men be like, nope, all of you are unattractive, I'll never date any of you, blah, blah, blah. And then I've had men gaslight me, love bomb me, and be like, oh my gosh, I love you so much. Like, I just love all of you Black women. Like, there is no difference for me. I really can't. I'm sorry. I'd rather just be honest than to sit here and say bullshit. Like, both men are bad, and they're both bigoted and racist, because I find it suspicious. I expect it from cishet men who are truly racist. Yeah, there are a lot of them walking around saying that they'll never date us, and I don't care because I don't want them. But I don't trust the ones that proclaim their love for us either, because they're also racist. Like, there is, like, when you're a Black woman, there's no winning. Nobody loves us. Nobody truly cherishes us except for, I don't know, other Black women and women of color. Please, spare me with this. Like, this was stupid. We really gotta, like, make these, like, street interview things less, because they're becoming stupid. Like, it's just, the whole conversation, I feel like, is meaningless, because you could say the same thing about men who proclaim to love us and want to be in relationships with us, because those men are also racist. They're all racist, in my opinion. In my eyes, all cishet men are racist towards Black women, and they all treat us badly. So, like, there is no good guy in this scenario. But no, there's nothing for me to add to this. Of course he said that, because he was clearly raised in an environment where obviously his parents told him that he could, you know, say whatever he wants about Black women. So yeah, he grew into an adult that says that he thinks Black women are ugly. And listen, trying to insult us for our hair and skin, do y'all get tired of that? Like, seriously, I gotta ask a lot of you cishet men, I gotta ask you, don't you get tired of that? Don't you get tired of saying the same old stereotypical tropes? Because you must be tired. You must be tired, because we don't care. Literally, none of us as Black women, we don't care. So many of you think that we care. We don't.
We will stay beautiful and melanated, and we don't care about your opinion.
Drop a hot take. Okay, racial preference is racist. I was recently dating a
So this man could have told her more than what he told her, but the fact that he told her that, he felt comfortable telling her that, as if he was in the right because she was a white girl and she wouldn't really, whatever. Yes, there is a percentage of white women who would agree with the take that he took, but at the same time, he felt comfortable enough to say that to her because he didn't think there's going to be any repercussions from that conversation. If he had even said, oh, black women are loud, they're masculine, they're hard, or this guy had said, like a few videos I made ago talking about they fuck back, like, you're telling me you want to fuck a dead fish. So black women have been hypersexualized and spoken about in some of the worst manners for years. I literally told people that when I was 16, people thought I was a grown-ass woman because my boobs were big. Like, make it make fucking sense.
Drop a hot take. Okay, racial preference is racist. I was recently dating a guy.
It's very racist, honestly, especially when it comes down to skin. If you're saying it's simply because the color of their skin or because of a certain ethnicity or nationality, it's just racist. It's basically just generalizing the entirety of those people as bad. Like, a preference for skin would be, I want a partner who preferably doesn't have acne. That would be, I guess, more reasonable, more understandable, rather than saying it's because of the color, race, or nationality, right? And when it comes down to the hair, if you were to say I don't like pigtails or braids, right, more of a hairstyle, people might be a bit more understanding of your preference on hairstyle. But if it's specifically because they are red-haired, blonde-haired, or have a little bit more crimped hair, curly hair, right? It's a little bit more eugenics, which is still partially, well, no, yeah, it's racist. It is.
It is fucking racist. I don't know what is going on in those comments in that video, but it is racist to have preference over races. And, like, without doubt, it's always like, oh, I don't date black girls. What? Without fail, it's always something like that. Like, the look dramatically changed because I needed to compose myself, and also my hair is very oily and I don't want it in my face. Anyways, you all need to do some unlearning, and probably that won't even be enough, but racial preference is fucking racist, and if you disagree, you are racist. It's pretty simple.
Comment section, this video reminds me of that one time I tried to tell Tumblr back in the year of glorious 2017-18 that racism against white people isn't racism, and that your racial preferences are really just hiding racism, and that's it. And Tumblr got so mad at me for that I had to delete my blog. I think I initially started this post talking about just a racial preference thing, and then it just escalated and ended up with a bunch of white people fighting tooth and nail in the comment section, trying so desperately to be able to experience racism themselves. It was fucking weird. To be fair, I think back in the day, my English just wasn't as good as it is now, and I just wasn't able to really articulate what I meant, but also this post just attracted the entirely wrong crowd, Jesus. And I think at the end of the day, I'm just a white person who could never talk about this issue as well as a person of color could, so I'm just gonna leave it at that.
The guy she was talking about not wanting to have, like, intercourse and whatever with black women because of our skin and our hair, which, okay, she told him that he is racist because of his preference. However, the thing is, with that specific case, the preference is rooted in racism, like. And I want to make one thing clear. One, that is racist. Two, I don't want that guy to, I wouldn't waste time trying to talk to that person and trying to convince him, like, oh, da-da-da, is racist, da-da-da, you should date a black woman. I don't want that person near any black people, okay? If that's what he's saying, like, off the bat, okay, in private.
All right, so this is all I got from this video, and woo, oh wow, like, wake up every day to so many things. I mean, they don't even give black people a break at all. But then let me start by, how did somebody open up, like, I don't know, but how do people talk something like this? I mean, like, How do they think of things like this and then speak it out? Because it's something that I really do not understand. And what is wrong with black women's hair? What is all this bullshit with black women's skin? What happened to the skin? What happened to their hair? Why all this rubbish every day? Because I am tired. I am sick. I'm tired of the rate of the season all the time showing. What is wrong with you people? Can you guys give black people just give them a break? Just for one day. I mean, let's just wake up on any social media and not see any black people brouhaha, like, you know, no, nothing. I mean, it's just disgusting. And I am not even bashing the lady because she is bold enough. I mean, she is strong enough to come out to say something like this. And also knowing that that is so right to the sea, right? I mean, how people, I don't know, but man, it's just crazy how people wake up to say something like this, and it's kind of disgusting. Like, I can't even remember, or like sitting down with somebody, or all I want to do is stop talking about maybe Asian women, or like start talking about, like, there are some things that cannot, I mean, you cannot be caught doing, but then the things I keep saying that you cannot be caught doing are the things like you wake up and see white people like all up in black people's business, and it's very disgusting. I am tired of it. I don't want to, like, you know, wake up to things like this. It's tiring. It's exhausting. Like, there are days I talk about all these things, and like when I am done, I find out that I do not have strength anymore. It shows how, like, I don't even know how you all feel about this. Like, if I am feeling this way, how do you people, I mean, you people that they talk about all the time, how do you, I think it's all of us, like, because same black people with their hair, we all have the same. It's just crazy, but I am really tired. It's disgusting waking up to all this. So what I am asking, because I know there are so many white people out here, what I am asking, can you people tell one another, I mean, talk to yourselves, tell yourselves that it's okay, that, like, just give us break, give black people break. Let's wake up to something different, something new. This is where I'm drawing the curtain. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.